I'm live on the red carpet at the 46th Annual NAACP Image Awards with one of my favorite actors, Mr. Wendell Pierce.
Thank you
How are you tonight?
Very excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So what does the NAACP Image Award mean to you in 2015?
Well, especially this year, as we celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Selma to Montgomery March and the Voting Rights Act. I realize that there's blood on the ballot box. It is not a trifle thing. There were men and women who died so that we could be here today and exercise our right of every American to vote, and to honor them is why I'm here. And to have this august organization like the NAACP, who've been on the battlefront for over 100 years, honor the work that I did in this film is a true blessing and a true honor.
Let me ask you this, in terms of, there have been some tweets on social media, from Madam Oprah Winfrey saying that the Black Lives Matter organization or movement needs to be a little bit more strategized. Like, what are your thoughts about Black Lives Matter and I Can't Breathe?
Well, I love Oprah. She's a wonderful woman, wonderful boss, but she's just misinformed. It is strategized. It's very clear. Okay. We want cameras on policemen. Right. We want special prosecutors for any police shootings, and we want to make sure that the grand juries are reconvened for Eric Gardner and Michael Brown.
The United States is the only country that's still using a grand jury process.
And the fact of the matter is, they're not trials. They weren't trials, so everyone, it's not a fait accompli. That one grand jury didn't do it, you convene another, until you get the results that you want. The result is we should go to a trial where then we can have a hearing of both sides and then truly come to a point of it. But the Black Lives Matter is not arbitrary. It's very focused. We know exactly what the demands are, but there are those who don't have our best interests at heart, so they, in the media, don't put out what the demands are. They think it's just a haphazard, unfocused, so that's why people like Oprah don't know. Right. It's a very focused movement. And the fact is, this organization, the NAACP, Legal Defense Fund, has a very strategized and purposeful agenda for the movement.
Let me ask you this. The Voting Rights Act of 1964, here we are 50 years later, and we're still revisiting this, and we're still experiencing atrocities that our grandfathers and our great-grandfathers fought for. I mean, what do you think it's going to take, for us to try and just move away from the type of brutality that we're still experiencing? I mean, why does it seem like 50 years has not gone by? I guess that's the better question for brevity.
Well, I think what people forget is this is not something that'll be solved. It'll never be solved. The evilness that is a part of human nature, that they brutalize someone else just for who they are, is going to be a continuum in life. The barbarians will always be at the gate. Every once in a while, the veil is lifted so people realize, oh my God, this is an issue still. It was here before 50 years ago, to be here after. What we have to put in place is more and more protections against the brutality, which is a part of humanity. That's the key. And people are focusing on trying to end something that will never end. Racism will never end. Brutality and violence will never end. Human beings killing other human beings for trifles reasons will never end. It's an ugly side of human nature. What can end is our tolerance of it. Wow. That can end.
You're amazing. I have one more question for you. I mean, because I can't take over all this time. But your career, you've had an amazing career. In the spirit of top five career highlights for you.
Oh, top 5 career highlights for me?
Yeah, man. Wow.
Well, Selma is definitely one.
Okay.
The Wire, being a part of the TV show The Wire.
Okay. So we got Selma,
The Wire. And this is in no particular order.
No, it doesn't have to be in any order.
My debut on Broadway and piano lesson.
Oh,
wow. Doing the Oedipus cycle in Greece. At the Parthenon, all 3 plays. I played Creon, and then something that was so meaniful to me was doing a production of Waiting for Godot in the Lower Ninth Ward.
Waiting for Godot.
Right at the after Katrina. It was one of the most cathartic moments of my life, where this play talking about abandonment.
I'm more familiar with Whitty.
Yeah, and it was so cathartic for what was happening in New Orleans at the time. It wasn't like a play. It was really just about shared humanity and knowing that we can get through this.
Well, Mr. Wendell Pierce, definitely well-deserved. Your career is a shining example of what it means to work as an African-American male in this industry and have longevity. I wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
And you deserve all the awards out there. Thank you so much for your time.
It's not a competition, so we're going to have fun tonight.
Thank you. Thank you.